Alright people, so main event, it's not that celebrity show. Going through the list here of shit, I mean there wasn't anything that was like, just like horrible, but like Sheamus versus Axel was the worst match and I gave that one a star, but nothing was really that good either. And I thought the last match was decent, but decent at best maybe, but like nothing really to get all worked up about. So to start off the show, we have Sheamus defeating Curtis Axel in a boring match. I mean, a few decent spots in there, but not good. Give it a star, as I said, out of 5. The one thing I did like about it, I won't, everybody always says I'm too negative, so I guess I'll talk about the positive in the segment here, was Cesaro on commentary. I thought he was funny at times. He was good on commentary. And, he's a good wrestler. We already know that he's a very good wrestler. But, judging from this, thing on commentary, he's got some speaking skills as well. And they haven't really used him to cut promos at all in his career. I mean, a little bit, but not too much. So, I mean, he's still got, like, some potential, too. So, and on commentary, he was good. So, maybe he's got some promo skills, too. But, yeah, he was good on commentary. I thought he was kind of funny, too. And, but the match was shitty, pretty shitty. Then we get Triple H doing this announcement, and it's going to be Cena versus Lesnar at Night of Champions. I mean, pretty much a foregone conclusion that this was going to be the match, but now confirming it, so I mean, pretty much nothing special here. Then Nikki defeats Emma. A few good spots in it, but it wasn't that great a match or anything. 2 out of 5 stars I'll give it. I mean, just a fucking waste of a match here, pretty much. A jobber squash match. But everybody knew Nikki was gonna win here. Even these first 2 matches, pretty much we knew who was gonna win here. You knew Sheamus was gonna win. I mean, you would have to be pretty dumb or not know anything about the product to know the first 2 outcomes of the first 2 matches. So, maybe I shouldn't say dumb, but it was, to me, it was pretty obvious, So, I mean, the match wasn't horrible, but it wasn't, wasn't that good either. So 2 out of 5 stars. Then Slater Gator defeats the Matadors. Pretty bad match here as well. Again, a few good spots, 2 decent spots, but nothing good. Again, a 2 out of 5 stars here. And then after the match, you get the fucking, they're celebrating or whatever, and Slater grabs the fucking Torito or whatever. And then, they got fucking Hornswoggle dressed up as a cow. I mean, he looks like, to me, like he has like 4 penises. Like, seriously, he's got the fucking udders or whatever. I mean, it looks like he has 4 dicks. I mean, it looks fucking weird as hell. Just a fucking PG mockery, PG bullshit with the fucking Matadors and this cow or whatever, now Hornswoggle was just in a feud with them, like, it was like a pretty, intense feud, I thought. I mean, there was tables involved and shit. Now he's fucking friends with them. I mean, what the fuck's going on here? And, remember, you had Brock Lesnar fucking breaking Triple H's arm. Not once, not twice. They were in, like, a feud for a year, and now they're best buds. I mean, it just makes no sense in WWE. Like they don't pay attention to past storylines. Like, once that storyline's out of the way, oh, we don't pay attention to it again. It's gone, I mean, they just do that all the time. Like, they don't ever reference anything from the past, it seems. I mean, they do sometimes, but not enough, I don't think. But whatever, Then Slater gets beat up by some midgets. Just looks stupid as hell. And, you got Slater Gator, who I think has potential to be a pretty good tag team. Has some character, has maybe some good wrestling in there too. They get a win, okay, they beat a fucking jobber tag team, but at least they won, and they're celebrating, and then this bullshit happens after the match with the fucking cow and bull, and they get, their win just gets overshadowed by this goddamn bullshit, and it just frustrates me, like, what the fuck is Vince thinking here? I mean, though the match wasn't good, but at least the better tag team got the win, But then we get fucking this cow, and like, the bull, like, pushed El Torito, or the bull pushed Slater like into the cow's udders or whatever. So, oh, he hit his udders. He hit his. I mean, this is just the worst kind of fucking. Is this supposed to be funny? Is it supposed to be entertaining? It's neither. It's bullshit to me. And seeing, you know, two grown men getting beat up by midgets, it's not entertaining television. You know, maybe a few people might be laughing at it, but I'm not. I don't think it's funny. I mean, just like the retarded attempts at comedy, trying to put a fucking, you know, costume on Hornswoggle. It's not funny. I mean, it's not really. I'm not laughing at it. I think it's stupid. I think it's dumb, and I think it's retarded. You know, if they want to do real comedy, then do some real adult comedy. You know, go look back at some of the Rock's promos or the Stone Cold's promos, or, you know, that is funny. You know, Rock cut some funny promos in his days. Other people in the Attitude Era was funny, real comedy. Now it's just lame, PG garbage for 9-year-olds. So that was depressing. The match not as much depressing as what happened after, though. Then we get Big Show defeating Eric Rowan, the world's boringest. Oh, I mean the world's largest athlete, not boringest wrestler, but didn't mean to say that, guys. But yeah, Big Show fucking beats Eric Rowan. Yeah, this is great. You have a quality tag team in Eric Rowan and Luke Harper. I mean, you know, they got a good gimmick. Everybody likes them. They got some wrestling ability too, as you saw. Rowan body slamming the Big Show twice. That was pretty cool. And they lose to two fucking big fat ass jobbers. You know, it's just depressing. Again, like, you see two guys who are over with the crowd. You know, you know, I like them. You know, they're associated with the Wyatt family, which is pretty big in WWE right now. But two big fat ass jobbers come in, you know, fucking walking 2 miles an hour down to the ring, whatever. You know, and they can't even beat them. They just came back, and where the fuck were they? I don't even know where they were. And now you got fucking Big Show and Mark Henry going around. Oh, I'm gonna eat some food after I get my victory tonight and become more fatter. Saying, you know, that's what Mark Henry said. You know, they cut this weird ass promo before the match too. Just weird. You know, I thought it was funny when Big Show like, oh, I might do some Matador moves or something like that. And then it just turned into some weird ass. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? You know, not as bad as those Uso backstage promos, but it was pretty weird. And then you got, you know, them coming out like 400-pound, you know, fat asses, and they're like fucking beating this tag team. What? I mean, aren't these guys are like in their 40s? They should already be retired, and they're coming back and burying fucking up and coming talent. Yeah, this is great, you know. It just frustrates me. You get young talent being buried by 40-year-olds whose prime was like 15 years ago. It's fucking ridiculous. Their primes, you know, that's when they were in their primes. It was like 15 years ago, and now they're still fucking beating, you know, the young talent who's probably gonna be, you know, or should be higher up on the card. But the match, I have to say, wasn't bad. I thought it was gonna be horrible, but it was actually a pretty decent match, decent at best. I'll give it 2.75 out of 5 stars. You know, there was some good moves in there. I like the body slam again. But too bad Eric Rowan loses. It's just bullshit, you know. Fucking hate the fucking mindset of Vince McMahon or whoever schedules this bullshit. You know, just 2 times in a row, 2 matches in a row this happened. You know, Slater Gator won, but their win was overshadowed, and now you got the popular, more talented wrestler losing here to a big fat ass, you know, should be retired, and he's very washed up and can barely fucking move. So there you go, people. Oh, and what was the official rating on this show? I'll give it about 3 out of 10 stars. And, you know, I'll give it 3.5 because not everything was horrible. So yeah, 3.5 stars. That's probably being pretty generous too. I'll give it 3.5 out of 10 stars. Not a good show tonight. Pretty boring. I'm glad main event's only an hour though. That way I don't have to subject myself to 3 hours of torture. But, you know, a pretty bad show tonight. So there you go, people.